Hello there, this is Aurelia. You're listening to Etherreach. I do hope I'm part of it, but if not, that's okay. You'll hear me another time. Hope you enjoy. Previously on Etherreach.
Welcome everybody to Etherreach Orientation. Nerine, as you walk in with Aurelia, and as people turn around and look at you two, there are gasps. And there are like hushed whispers as you walk in with Aurelia.
19.
19. You definitely notice that there's this, for all intents and purposes, kid who saw Karl and started to freak out. She's kind of leaning over, and after you've grabbed the chair and you come back up, she kind of sits up. And you have this moment, and you lock eyes with her.
He is currently right up
Karl's butt. No. I
didn't even feel you down there.
All right, cool. Target acquired. Type of look.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So he's a bitch. We gotta fight him.
Additionally, so with all the introductions being done, Dean Hardmire calls everybody's attention. She says, "Wonderful. Okay, so as you can see, we have a motley crew of characters here. I'm sure that all of you will be dying to get to know your fellow classmates. So, to ease this process a little bit, we, the teachers, have taken the time to gather everybody's different facts and their different backgrounds, and we're going to try to make sure that everybody is part of a group that is fairly diverse in their interests. So, with that being said, let's call out what we're calling the study groups. Study group number 1, Cedric, Grush, Saren, and Sariva. Those four kind of like poke their heads up and they look around. You would see from that nobody really has a problem with it, as far as you can tell. You can see a little bit of relief on Cedric's face.
Mandatory friends.
And then Dean Hardmire says, Study group 2, we have Asher, Lyra, Elias, and Corbin.
Wow.
Asher.
Wow, that's insane. Corbin's gonna be eaten. They are going to crush
We're
him.
not sure.
And Corbin. So you've got a fuckboy, a hippie, a terrorist.
A sexy hippie.
To that point, Asher turns and is like,
Yeah.
Okay, I've got multiple bags. Sick. Okay, I've got...
And Corbin's
He's such
like,
a whore.
I have to make snacks for my study group.
I must make sense.
Oh my god,
I
he's
must
just
make
a baby.
He just wants to cook for us.
He's just a baby. I'll let him cook for me.
Asher's
Next.
like, you can cook for me and I'll cook your ass.
For study group number 3, we have Zafira, Orin, Seraphine, and Stellan.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute.
Looks like you two are together. Karl says, in the monkey in the middle.
And Zafira notably is a little disappointed.
Aw, she wanted to be with Karl.
Yeah, but they're roomies, so like, it'll
It's
be
okay.
okay.
Stellan and I are roommates, so you'll probably, he'll pass on him.
Yeah.
We can always talk. And he shakes the book.
Next group, study group 4, we have Melron, Nerine, Karl, and Debi. As you call out to that, you kind of take a look around, and all of you, for the first time, really clock each other.
We got the hot one in the Blue Man group.
We're the Cotton Candy Club. I don't say that.
Oh, I looked at you and said, we got the hot one in the Blue Man group. I kind of like, I guess because you wave and I wave back. I'm like, right, and I'll look at you. What do you do?
I'm not gonna wave.
We're waving at you.
You hear Karl just whisper, Roger,
do
Roger, and point at you, and you hear in your head, hey there.
Can I tell us a message?
Yeah.
And you see Karl, like 2 rows up, pointing at you like that.
Nice to meet you, Karl Slaughter.
That's correct. And you're Melron, the guy everyone wants to fuck.
I'm not responding.
That's hilarious.
Every time he's casting it to you, you're hearing him whisper his arcane words, which are Roger, Roger.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Roger, Roger.
am I gonna notice your response to? Because I'm watching that.
I respond the first time. I don't respond the second time.
Okay. Do you make any kind of reaction at all?
Well, when he says the second part, I'm just... Karl, what did you say?
The truth, and if it hurts, I don't care.
What do you mean, the truth?
I said that everyone wants to fuck the dude.
Ooh.
Karl,
Melron?
That's not how you make friends.
Yeah.
That's how you make enemies.
Are you talking to Aurelia?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the difference?
And she kind of says, he is, isn't he?
Karl, some people want to kill you.
That's fair. I'm not pretty, you don't think?
You are, but he's pretty in a different way.
Who's
like
pretty?
a boy way.
Oh, him?
I think.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Aurelia.
Aurelia.
I thought Melron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that there's like super serious convo, and then she's like, "Enemies are people who want to kill you," and he's like, "Enemies are people who want to kill me." I got a lot of enemies.
Do you look back to Melron and do that?
Yeah.
You
That's
do?
how I
And-
have to cast it, unless I'm using my subtle spell, which I only would have
Cool.
two, which I haven't used. So
Cool.
yes, I'm literally going Roger.
Like a fucking dork.
When he does that, you can see on the left side, since you're on the left side, Zafira immediately whips around and looks at you.
Oh, damn, that's crazy!
Can I insight that?
Yes, you can.
Tension!
Oh, she's jello. She's jello.
Oh my god.
That's a nat 1.
Nat 1.
You're too angry at me.
You kind of get the impression of like, all right, people think I'm hot.
Yeah.
People are gonna look at me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about that. Whatever.
Interesting.
I wish I had a group of people that were more focused. Not about friendship.
Yeah. Valid.
Yeah.
You really did get paired with the worst group.
Yeah.
Team friendship, and then you.
Yeah. And this guy.
Fafo. Cotton candy and Fafo. I'm gonna get you in so much trouble. You're welcome.
And then our last study group number 5, is Aurelia, Maribel, Asteriel, and Phelan, who... Did he ever... And she kind of looks over at Niara and says, did Phelan ever... Have we seen Phelan? I'll have to send a letter to his sponsor. Okay. And she says, well, Aurelia, Maribel, and Asteriel, you'll be a part of the group, and Phelan will join you.
Oh, it's a crazy group.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's absolutely bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of characters there.
When Maribel hears that she's going to be in the same group with Aurelia, there's an immediate kind of like, oh my god, this is my in. Oh my god, I've made it. Oh my god, I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm going to be the wealthiest person ever. Kind of this excitement around her.
Desperation.
Self-centered, kind of. Just.
I can't wait to get to know
It
this
smells
person.
like a desperate.
I'm smelling a bitch.
Yeah.
It's giving
Stinky.
opportunist.
Skinky.
Stinky.
It's giving desperate.
It's giving a little desperate.
So,
giving a little
with
too
all that
much.
being said, why don't we all break up into our study groups and get to know each other a little bit better? 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll meet all the way back in the back of the theater, and 5 over by the entrance.
Debbie's gonna get up and be like, come on, Karl, let's go.
I'll stand up and go over there.
Okay, gotcha.
Nurine's gonna
Wait.
pat Aurelia's shoulder.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
I'll see you in our room. Okay.
I'm just gonna hop down. I'm just gonna.
Stellan's like, all right, buddy, go get him.
Yep.
Bye, Stellan. I'll see you later.
Bye. See you later. All right.
Can I insight something really quick?
Sure.
Stellan looking towards Debi. Just curious.
Okay.
Not even upset. Just curious.
Yeah.
I keep doing good. It's a problem. I want to reveal the bad. It's second me. That's 14.
14. Stellan has been connected to you, and he's seen Debi before. There's a definite sense of familiarity there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for anything deeper than that
As we got older.
comfort... What?
As we got older type
Yeah.
of thing, where it's like maybe something developed, and I'm curious.
He hasn't
My best
mentioned
friend's
anything,
cousin.
but it's your cousin. You live with her.
Mhm.
Be kind of weird if he was like, "Hey, what's going on there?"
What's your sign?
Just curious.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't pick up.
Me too.
It is something of note
Mhm.
because it's a familiar relationship.
What is there to note? just that it's a familiar.
Yeah, like there's nothing clear though on like if it's developed anything more than that for him.
Yep. All right, so the four of you meet up in the back of the theater, each of you with your collection of personalities and characteristics. Please, introduce yourselves.
Hello, everyone. My name is Debi.
Hi, Debbie.
This is my cousin Karl.
Hi, Karl.
We came to the school together. I am so excited to get to know you guys. I cannot wait to see how we work together. What are your names?
I'm Nerine.
Hi,
I came
Nerine.
here with my mom, but she's not here anymore.
It's usually never mind. He's gonna like to be like, that's how this works, but he's like, I figured it out already. I'm gonna say that a lot if I do that.
Yeah.
Melron, same as it was when I introduced myself.
Right, of course. Is that how you prefer to be called?
Yes, Melron's fine.
Cool. Awesome.
She just...
So,
What do you guys like to do?
Well, this is my first time on land, so I don't really have any land hobbies, but back home, I enjoy, exploring under the water in the depths. Not too deep, but around the coral reefs. Sometimes I can find some really cool shipwrecks. Sometimes I help with hunting. I'm very active in the caviar industry that we have, and I also like spending time with my friend back home.
Oh, cool. I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like we're looking at two of the same people.
Well, obviously, we are nothing alike. I mean,
I'm blue,
yeah, and I'm pink.
and those are two different colors.
Also, Karl, you know me.
And you don't know me.
See?
Forget everything I did before. You gotta help me out. I think I'm losing my marbles.
What about you? What do you like to do?
Well, I do like to train.
Train how?
Train what?
I train with short swords, daggers, rapiers.
Are you a soldier?
I graduated from Military Academy.
Well, I mean, but are you a soldier? Like, not just
no,
a graduate?
I'm
No.
not currently.
Okay. Is that your aspiration?
No. I seek other paths.
What kind?
I'm not sure, that's why I'm here.
Go into security.
Interesting.
Can I insight everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think
want
that's
to
a good one.
insight
Yeah.
our water friend first. That is a 17 plus 6.
23.
That's pretty good.
She seems interested by you. Honestly, Nerine is very open, so it's not like she has any ulterior motives. She thinks that you're very pretty. She just wants to make friends. So she's just curious about you and what you're like.
Let's see, now our pink friend. Same
23.
roll.
Okay. Debi has clocked that you deal with weapons and has sensed that you are not someone to be trusted right away, but will not let that show outwardly. She won't let that affect how friendly she acts towards you.
But I did pick up on that's your first impression of me.
Yes, that you are someone that I don't know if I can trust you yet.
Curious.
Yeah.
And now our scientific this.
Chaos man.
That's 12 plus 6.
18. Can I roll deception to try to hide what Karl's feeling?
Absolutely.
Oh, I should have thought of that. That's a good idea.
You're also honest.
I am honest.
Nice. That's 17 plus 9.
17 plus 26.
Yeah. So Melron is catching that he's just this kind of like, like he's a little bit chaotic for sure, but he just kind of says what he's thinking, but clearly knows what he's saying and is like, you probably pick up that he's actually surprisingly kind of structured and intelligent in some capacity. And he probably also are smart enough to realize that he was just kind of picking fun at you. He almost was trying to poorly relate to you in the sense of like, oh man, that sucks that everyone's just viewing you as the person that they want to have sex with. So in a way, it was like a horrible compliment where he's like trying to be like, oh, I'm sorry that that's how they're all viewing you, but he didn't word it well. So a little bit probably better now being like,
So at least as far as what I'm
he
doing.
actually wants to get to know me, not,
Mock you.
Just as
Not mock
crude.
me.
I get you're not the best with the words.
Yes, he's not good with words. He's just, very open. That's what you gather.
What are your heights?
I'm 5'9".
5'9"?
I'm 5'11".
Cool.
Am I the tallest in this group? I think I'm the
I
tallest.
lick your chin.
Oh, 100%.
In anticipation. I
In
can't wait till you grow a beard.
With that being said, as you guys are kind of
That's
getting
not
to know
his
each
chin.
other, all 5 of the staff members that were at the front of the stage each break off and go to a study group.
Oh,
Do we have a study buddy teacher?
God.
And the one who approaches you
No.
is Professor Olagath.
Okay.
Yeah!
Let's go! It's not Miara.
I thought it was gonna be Miara. I'm gonna be real.
I did too. That's why I was saying
I
no.
want a depressed boy.
I was afraid it was gonna be fucking
Dorito
Kieran, the
man.
math teacher's like, listen up, you're happy. I'm kind of happy, but I'm also like, oh fuck.
I'm like,
I would have preferred Miara because science.
yeah.
Just so that you know, just for your own notes, you see that Dr. Unkirian, the half-orc woman,
Doctor.
goes to
Everything runs
group
on
1
Doctor.
of Cedric, Grush, Saren, and Sariva. Miara goes to the group with Asher, Lyra, Elias, and Corbin.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Oh
Sure.
no,
insane.
that's
That's
crazy.
insane.
Okay,
Dean Hardmire goes to the group with Zafira, Orin, Seraphine, and Stellan.
Okay.
Interesting.
And Coach Mike goes to Aurelia, Maribel, Asteriel, and...
Interesting pairing.
good
but-
luck, Coach Mike.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Seriously, I'll pray in for you.
And Professor Olagath approaches you
It's good
four
to
and
know
says,
you.
"Hello.
Hi.
How are we all getting to know each other?"
Wonderfully.
We are doing that.
Excellent. Very glad to hear. Once again, my name's Professor Olagath. I'll be teaching history. And just to kind of give you an insight and introduction for what we'll be doing this semester, we'll be learning about one of my particular favorite subjects, a subject we can learn a lot about. Have any of you heard of the Roman Empire?
What?
I think that the Roman Empire is an incredible source of knowledge and
Have we gone over that before?
wisdom.
No, you told me it was boring.
We haven't heard anything about the Roman Empire?
No, I have.
Oh, good. Okay. So your knowledge is well established.
I think so. I think.
Oh, well, I'll be happy to discuss facts with you later.
That's wild. She just rolled a nat one.
I rolled a -1
For what?
history.
For history? Oh, you
That's not real.
you are confident that the Roman Empire was an underwater society that happened like so many millennia ago.
Mhm.
Like they were the first people.
Right.
And it was really cool, and it's going to be really awesome that he's going to be talking about this because you know everything about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I know everything about the Roman
if I might have a
Empire.
question.
Yes. Melron,
Yeah.
correct?
I'm surprised that
Yes.
somebody
Excellent.
from where you're from
Yes.
would know so
When
much.
we are learning
what do you
about your
mean?
history
That's
in
where-
your class, do you plan
That's
to
where they're from.
teach us in applications
The
for
depths.
modern usage, such as
Absolutely.
They're the first
So
civilization
it's
from
politics,
millennia
debate, engineering, sciences.
I don't.
The way that they approached
think
life
so.
and civilization in general is
I've read all the
what we'll be
books.
talking about.
Well, there
And
are a
hopefully
lot of
we can
books.
take some of the
Yeah.
lessons that
There
they
were
learned and
civilizations
apply them to
before
modern
them.
day life.
And what do you
No,
mean
they're
the
the very
depths?
first. Yeah,
Yes.
they're in
She
the
thinks the
depths.
Roman Empire was underwater.
Yeah, they're the very first civilization from millennia ago. They're from the depths.
That is so fascinating.
Isn't
It is. It's not quite correct. I'll be more than happy to help you understand that. In the meantime, I don't know. We have many books on the Roman Empire in the library.
I've read many books on the Roman Empire back at home
I'll have to talk to the dean about.
in the King's Library.
Insight.
You're gonna insight him? Okay, go for it. Insight check.
I want to insight him when we're done, just to see what his vibe is for all of us.
Okay.
It's
Good idea.
29.
29.
Yeah.
There is a complex array of emotions that are passing over his face, which is, oh God, this person's from a different country. I don't want to upset anything that she knows, but also, she's so wrong. She's so aggressively wrong. How do I deal with this? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to talk to like the teacher about this just to make sure that I don't step on
You
Need the
cured his
teacher.
depression for a moment.
He forgot about everything.
He forgot about being depressed.
Except for that.
You're welcome.
So he kind of stands there and he says, I recommend, if you haven't already, to exchange sending stone links. Just so that you get to know each other.
Tink. Cool.
And if you need any help in your studies...
Sorry. We had a moment where we both looked at each other and went... Just so... Because you were all happy. We're just like, whatever.
Tink, tink. Tink.
So now,
We
as
already
all
have
of
each
you...
Oh, you're
As
right.
all of you connect,
It's so fun.
you see in kind of different spots with a number of different blanks in the sending stone, you see very slowly as runes begin to appear in the spectral vision on the sending stone, and then turns over into common letters, and each of your names show up
Cute.
in the sending stone.
This is so cool.
This is really cute.
It kind of
I'm gonna
reminds me of
insight.
my mom's shelf.
You're going to insight him?
Professor now.
Okay, cool.
That's a 17 plus 6.
17 plus 6, 23. It's a number of different things that cross your mind. This man is intelligent. This man is clearly read and does care about the Roman Empire, but you've never heard of him before.
Oh.
And you are curious why somebody like him is being brought into this type of environment. Normally, someone who's this well-read and this knowledgeable would be employed in another school.
Interesting.
So why is he here? With a 23 as well, this will be the first whisper.
I'm gonna incite him next.
I
I want to be
secrets.
whispered to.
It's not underwater.
It is.
No, it's...
I will have to have my mom send me some of the books from the King's Library to show you.
Do you really want your mother to know how wrong you are?
I mean, she's read the books as well.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna incite
I'm
him
gonna,
now.
like, write down my personal notes real quick.
Oh my god.
A 30.
30.
Give it to me, baby. Give me
The secrets
I'm currently arguing
The
with Nerine.
secrets.
about the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
That
I'm
apparently
trying to
exists in
determine.
this world.
I'm like, either you're going to embarrass yourself to your mom by asking her for the books, or your whole nation is wrong.
I mean, I don't think my entire nation's wrong. I think you guys might be wrong. You land folk are weird.
Well, seeing as they were on the land,
But they weren't.
but they were, because we have the artifacts and the ruins of the cities that they had, and the people and their descendants.
I think you guys might be confused.
Does that make sense?
I think that you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I do.
How learned are you?
How what?
You've answered my question.
Learn it? Learn what?
like it's a word, and correct me if I'm wrong, Karl, it's a word that basically says or explains like
Cigarette?
how
I'm
much
good.
you know, how much knowledge you
Know if you change
have,
your
like
mind.
how much you've read
Is
and
that a
Well,
pipe you're smoking?
educated.
Yes.
educated. Yeah.
Well, this is my first
he
time in a
kinda-
land school.
Looks back at...
What do they teach you in sea schools?
Well, the school's back home. That's just we're in the water swimming and hunting.
Oh, so nothing about anything like empires.
I mean, Asu and I would study in the library, and I would read any of the books that my dad brought from land.
Karl, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we can't allow smoking in the school. You can always take it outside if you'd like to smoke. Alternatively, you do have a window in your dorm, and
Why don't we allow smoking in the school?
how do your lungs feel right now?
Relaxed.
I'm sure for now that's true. We don't want to damage any other students that are here, especially some, and he looks over towards Aurelia, that have valuable...
And mine aren't valuable?
What?
Damn.
And my lungs aren't valuable?
Damn, that's crazy.
I doubt she would be happy about with the favoritism, you know.
Ooh.
He's
Oh.
talking about secondhand smoke in terms of affecting other people.
I understand what he's talking about.
Thank you very much. Sorry for interrupting. Clearly you four were getting along. I'll leave you to it.
Swimmingly.
I'll leave you to it.
I'm okay.
Are you okay, Debbie?
No, I'm not actually. Debbie's not laughing. I am.
And he's going to walk away and kind of
On
go
that
back.
note.
Yeah, and he's gonna actually walk out of the theater itself.
I thought one Debbie's was enough. I can't deal with two.
Oh, wait, so just real quick
Yes.
question that's
Yes.
going to determine my next course of action.
Yes.
These professors that are like in charge of the study groups,
Mhm.
do we go to them with any questions and stuff?
They're pretty much your go-to.
okay.
If you need,
They're our guidance counselor.
yes, they're your guidance
Cool,
counselors.
cool.
If you need anything with specifically the school, like you need something changed within the school, you're
Uh-huh.
going to go to the dean.
Right.
Mm.
But if you have a question about how you want to act or your, how things work, or there's certain rules that you need to follow, you're going to go to him.
Okay.
He leaves you to it. You have a couple more minutes if you'd like to do if you want to talk about anything else, but otherwise,
I think we're just yapping.
okay.
And by we, I mean us. We're just going to yap,
Yeah.
While they're doing that, I'm going to clock in and watch the other students.
Okay.
I want to first see what Cedric's doing.
When you check in with Cedric's group, as he's talking, you get make an insight check.
I hope he's failing.
And is there anything that I would pick up with my passive?
That is
I'll let you know.
Okay.
18.
18. You notice that there's actually a fairly good interweaving amongst his group. As he talks to Grush, Saren, and Sariva, all of them seem to be relatively getting along well. He seems to be doing a lot more of the talking, but there's nobody who looks actively annoyed and is kind of politely listening. You kind of get the impression that he and Grush are bonding pretty well.
Oh.
Saren is kind of waiting, and Sariva is not entirely tuned in to the conversation. But there's clearly he's not failing to answer your
Okay.
question. You, with your passive, will notice the clear group number 2,
Mhm.
Asher, Lyra, Elias, and Corbin,
Mm-hmm.
is wild.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
is a group of 4 people
Mm-hmm.
who all have, as the dean was trying to get across, they all have different backgrounds. They all have different ways of being, and they are clashing. It is a rough time. In fact, at a certain point, you see Elias just storm out.
Damn.
And I go,
Sounds crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Miara, who's over there, introduced herself and then left.
of course she did.
Yep.
Excellent
Naturally,
teaching.
Yep.
as she does.
Wonderful guidancing.
I will say the person who's having a great time with that group is Asher,
Of course
I
she is.
bet.
who
Yeah.
is very much feeling himself and is
Oh.
feeling this kind of dominating
Uh-huh.
presence amongst the group.
Uh-huh.
And every so often takes out his own larger part of Ascending Stone, taps a few runes, and then holds it out like this.
Uh-huh.
And says a couple things into the camera, tries to get like Lyra and Miara into it, who are happy and are like, whatever, that's fine, and then puts it back in his pocket.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's crazy.
How's Corbin doing?
Corbin, he is doing his best.
Aww.
He tries to get into a video, and he does his best. He's very clearly trying, but
Mhm.
he's also very clearly scared, for lack of a better term.
Poor baby.
Yeah.
He's
Study
just a
group.
little guy.
Study group 3 is actually doing pretty well. That's Zafira, Oren, Seraphine, and Stellan,
Yeah.
working with Dean Hardmire. They're actually getting along pretty well. Not as well as the first group, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
but at least they're all relatively nerds.
Mm-hmm.
The one person that I would say who isn't 100% tuned in is Zafira,
Mm-hmm.
who's looking at you, Karl,
Oh my god.
every so
Mhm.
often. Stellan mainly is keeping to himself. He's not looking back at the two of you
Mm.
much at all.
So proud.
Mm-hmm.
Our little baby boy flying away.
Hell yeah.
Doing
Making
so
new
good.
friends.
Living life.
Study group 4 is interesting.
That's us.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm so
And
sorry.
you know what?
My bad.
You're
We
not
appreciate
wrong.
the compliment.
Yep.
What do we
We
look like to the
are
rest of them?
in-
Looks like two people yapping. He's staring at them.
You'll have to find out. Group number 5 is interesting.
Okay.
That's Aurelia, Maribel, Isterial, and this person who's been called Phelan, but you have no idea what they are or what they look like.
Oh, they've
Well, right
come
now,
No,
right now
no.
they're failing.
in. Oh, they haven't.
They still have not come up. You can see that Coach Mike introduced himself really quickly and is trying to make conversation with Asteriel, who is promptly shutting him off. It's not in a flirtatious thing. He's not even being creepy about it.
Yeah.
He's just Coach Mike.
He's just Coach Mike.
He's just Coach
and-
Mike
How
trying to
often
coach
do you
it up.
find a belly button lit in your belly button? I find it quite frequently.
And Asteriel's like,
No, she's hearing the ring from the mortar strikes and from the Apaches.
You mean tinnitus?
Just making sure.
Hmm.
Oh, that sucks. All
what?
right, I'll have to make notes for this. But Maribel is in Aurelia's ear. Yap, constantly. And Aurelia is not giving anything back.
Oh, good.
Damn,
And
that's crazy.
She's like trying to make pleasant conversation and trying to be, courteous and kind. But it's a lot of yapping from Maribel and
damn.
not a lot getting it back. Yeah, she's clearly not happy. With that being said, that's kind of the vibe that you're getting from everybody there. After a couple more minutes of you all interacting with
As
each other.
you're vibe checking everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm vibe checking you.
Okay.
Oh, no. I'm gonna roll deception against you.
Ooh, well,
I'm
it's
going to
not
have
high.
you roll a perception check because you're vibe checking everybody else.
Okay.
So I want you to see if you even notice him.
10?
10. What's your insight?
10.
10. Rollies. Let's see who rolls higher.
Different dice.
No. I need.
Don't let me down, Rupert.
Let's try.
All right, Rupert didn't let me down.
Fuck.
15 on the rolling.
15.
Oh,
So
Lord.
you are distracted with your vibe checking. You do not catch him looking at you. With the insight, I don't want to say what Melron. What are you looking
it's
for?
10, so it's not much info. But
Yeah,
I'm
what-
trying to gather your thought process as you're clearly knowing that you're military academy and all and kind of rough around the edges.
There's
You're
a
trying to
level
determine
of-
what you're doing.
There's a level of just taking in the information that I can. In my background, perhaps it's very much just, the military, looking for threats and assessing and all that other stuff. But there also seems to be, just taking in characters that stand out.
Okay. You probably would eventually notice because I'm just staring hard at you, not. They're yapping.
Yeah,
I'm just-
yeah.
Yep.
So I'm
Yep,
eventually
yep,
gonna notice.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Yes.
We shouldn't be sitting next to each other.
Yep.
Why is it the what is it? The creatures from the mountain.
Oh, the aliens? The
Yeah.
aliens? Yup, 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 yup.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no. God damn. Okay, anyway.
How many threats in the room?
How many what?
Threats.
Oh.
With that question in mind, I'm now going to actually then focus back out to people and say, who are the people that, considering that question, who is
Because that was
dangerous.
what you revealed was only my insight of
Yeah.
the situation.
Yes.
I'm going to reassess then
Interesting.
to answer that question.
Okay.
If I might.
So you
Would
weren't
be-
assessing for threats?
No,
You
she's just kind of looking
vibe
around.
check.
That was
Check-in?
more of a.
Are you
casual-
going to include Karl in that assessment?
Sure. I'm assessing everybody.
Oh.
Everybody that's still here, so what's his face who left is not a part of it.
The biggest threat left the room.
Yes.
Is not a part of this.
Yes, but you still clocked them.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
Who
what
is
should I
the
roll?
biggest threat?
Insight, perception.
If you're looking for who's
Threat
a
level.
threat,
Maybe,
like,
it depends on
if
what-
you fight them, it's their threat.
maybe survival.
I
Like,
think
that's
it
how
might
I'm
be you,
intemporary.
buddy.
Oh, okay. So
His
who
question.
you would lose to in a fight.
Yeah, like who's a person that you need to keep an eye on?
Okay.
Be it fight or they're just dangerous because of their personality.
Let's do this then. I want you to make a perception check,
Mhm.
and then I like the idea of making a survival check.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to make both of those.
Okay, let me grab. Let's try these days. It's perception. That is a soft 20,
Okay.
Nice.
and then you said survival.
Survival.
Yeah. No, I don't want to do that dice. Let's grab a better dice. Maybe
No
you.
wrongs to classify the school survival guide.
4.
A 4. Okay, gotcha.
So no insight as to that.
No, but you do know but you do clock who is visibly a threat.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can't tell if there are any secrets abound, but you can tell that Grush can crush a motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grush can crush.
You can tell that.
Should make a sticker of that.
Oh.
Oh,
Did you notice that?
What? Did I say that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
You would notice
your inside
that
thoughts went
Asterial
outside.
is a
I am outside.
built person.
I also know.
The history. You are intrigued by Saren. Can't really get a vibe off of him, but there's something physical about that. The fact that Elias just full on left is kind of a sign of disrespect for authority and for schedule, so interpret that as you will. And then anyone who doesn't show up entirely has other priorities on their mind. And so you don't know who this Phelan person is, but they probably can't be trusted. Hard for you to gauge magical ability.
Gage is a robot.
Do we get to fuck the robot?
No.
No.
Continue.
How dare you?
I will tell you who is very clearly not a threat to you. That list would be Asher, Cedric, Orin. Seraphine is kind of a meh. Stellan isn't a threat. And Corbin, as far as you can tell, is not a threat. He's a big boy. He's a chunky boy.
Thick boy?
He's a thick boy.
God damn.
How tall is he?
He is 5 foot even.
Taking all that in, I'll answer
Yeah.
Karl's question. Well, in terms of physical threat, both Grush and Asterial
Yes.
are physically strong. In terms of mysteries, there's that failing person who hasn't shown up. Certainly says something that doesn't even come to the assembly, whoever they are.
And what about us? Any threats amongst us?
With your check? No.
Not immediately anything I can discern.
Are you a monster?
I'm gonna inside that so fucking hard. That's a 14 plus 6.
14 plus 6.
I would also like to disguise my reaction to that to keep a straight face.
Sure, that would be a deception check.
I guess I'll roll insight.
You will roll insight.
-1.
17 on deception.
17 on deception. Say
I have
whatever.
a -3 in insight.
Say whatever you want,
So I was rolling real good.
and you will believe whatever.
Well, I believe your face, basically, like, because you're
Yeah,
you're answering my question. And I'm
Did
just,
I roll
yeah.
insight on you yet? I'm inciting you for why the fuck you're asking
Yeah,
that question.
you've incited everybody across the room. So I'll say, what are you looking for from Karl?
Why
Why the
ask?
fuck did he ask me that?
I
Oh.
think the biggest thing that you would pick up, probably more important than even why, is that you read him wrong before. There's something wrong with him.
Tee-hee.
Something very wrong with him. And behind this facade of normalcy is something that kind of feels like he's not talking to you, but he's talking to a mirror. And he's trying to see if the reflection is matching.
That's an odd question to ask someone.
It's just a question. You don't have to answer it.
I wouldn't think of myself as one.
Oh, look at the time. We have to split up.
It's not. You haven't been dismissed yet. So you say that, and then I assume you promptly just stare off into the middle distance.
I'm
and
gonna go
then-
smoke.
All right, you can just leave if you want to.
Yeah, I'll leave to
All
go
right,
smoke.
with that, as you start to leave, and you notice that a couple other people are peeling off as well, and with that, Dean Hardmire is kind of gonna look around and get the sense of the situation, and she'll get up onto the stage and says, "Okay, so everybody, have a good night. Explore the grounds. We'll meet up tomorrow morning for your first classes.
Thank you, Dean.
Of course. Enjoy, everybody." And you are dismissed.
Bye, Coral.
I'm gonna see if I can go actually talk to her.
By
Okay.
Nerine, right?
Mhm.
By Nerine.
Alrighty. You go up and you talk to the dean.
Is she by herself?
Yes, at the front of the stage. You go up to the dean. What do you say?
Excuse me, Dean.
Hello, Melron. Yes.
I wanted to see if is there any possibility that we can switch rooms?
Switch rooms. How so?
Well, I'm sure you know I'm sharing rooms with Cedric.
Yes.
Wouldn't want to disrespect the prince if he needs room. I'm happy to switch to someone else.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you for asking. But the point of Etherreach and for having everybody room with another person is that you learn to meet people from all walks of life. And it's important for you to get to know everyone and understand them on a fundamental level. I'm sure you and Cedric will get along just fine.
But from that standpoint, wouldn't someone like perhaps Nerine be a better roommate? Someone who is from a completely different place?
I am woman.
Nerine is having a quite different roommate with her. She's rooming with Aurelia. Aurelia's from the King's Land. She's from, a different walk of life. She's seen all different types of cultures and environments, and she's a great bridge to get to know the Kingdom of Ascari.
There's also Gresh, who's also foreign.
Yes.
And also his study group partner.
Yes. I'm curious. Why do you think that you shouldn't be roomed up with Cedric? I know that you said you wanted to give him respect, but is there something else? Something from your past?
I'm gonna insight that shit.
Okay, gotcha.
That's a 16 plus 6.
Okay.
Spill the tea, sis.
You know that there have been files done on you.
Mm.
And you know there was a strict applicant process.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that she's read about every single person
So it's
in this
likely
room.
she's actually probably paired people up very specific regions.
Yes.
Well, then I'm sure you know my background with the Personal Guard Agency.
Yes.
I do not think the prince appreciates that I treat him with the respect he deserves as the prince, and he'd probably prefer someone who can be more casual around him.
I think that the prince should absolutely be around someone who wants to be more casual around him. I think that you not being able to show him the respect for being a prince is exactly what he needs.
Good night, Dean.
Have a good night.
Not the answer you wanted.
Inside, fucking bitch!
Shit!
Damn it!
I'd rather sleep with Karl at this point.
With that, you kind of walk over, and as you start to walk away, Professor Olagath, who's kind of standing off to the side, hurriedly runs up to the dean and kind of whispers in her ear. And she says, "Underwater? What does that mean?"
Oh my god.
That's Atlantis.
And
She's half right. That's what's worse.
as each of you walk out, what are all of you doing? I'll come back to you in a little bit.
What are we doing? That's a
Water?
good question.
I'm probably smoking. I'm not hiding though.
Okay,
Where
where are you smoking?
Because Karl's instinct is to go to the roof, and then he's like, Debbie's gonna yell at me if I hide, and she's gonna give me the lecture of socializing, so I'm gonna go smoke outside on the steps.
Okay, so you go outside, and it's around 3-4 o'clock, somewhere just before dusk, and still a very nice, a little bit too warm day. And as you strike up your pipe and kind of puff on it, Stellan comes out and sits next to you and says, how was your group?
Weird.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's basically 2 Debbies.
Oh,
and,
gosh.
and Captain Titus. And then me. So,
Well,
weird.
from what it sounds like you've got a bunch of people who help you discover who you are, I would guess. I would think.
I didn't ask for that.
Debbie's been your companion for... you've talked about her a ton to me at work.
Debbie's got her own problems. Yeah.
That's fair. And maybe you can help her with... You can help... She has problems that you can help her... I'm trying. You know what I'm saying, right?
No.
And with that, you see that Zafira comes out as well and kind of sits like a cat who's totally not in the same room as you. And total accidental thing. She sits down on the other side of the steps from you and pulls out a book and starts reading.
Oh, what a coincidence that she's on the stairs at
Oh,
the same
wow.
time.
Yeah, fancy that.
She can help me help... What?
You can help her. That's it. You can help her with her problems. Because you have the experience and the different mindset and the perspective to help her get around whatever she's working on.
She's going to do good here.
She's going to do very well. Yes.
She's going to make friends, and they're going
Incredibly-
to challenge her, and she'll open up.
She's incredibly talented
She is.
in a lot of different ways.
And she's smarter than she gives herself credit for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Does she not think that she's smart?
Remember, she was struggling to...
Do I have her sending stone? No, I don't have... Be right back. And he's going to get up and he's going to go run off.
And that, as he walks off, that's when I notice Zephyr.
Yeah. She doesn't say anything. And you're going to walk away?
No, I'll walk towards her. Yeah.
Oh, walk towards her.
It's his version of a breath mint. This is inhaler.
Hello, Karl.
I'm surprised to see you out here and not in the library. Or, somewhere more comfortable for reading.
It's a nice day. Is it okay if I read?
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Just want to make sure.
Okay.
I'm still learning about you.
Oh my god.
That is true. Wonder when we're gonna learn about you.
Shut up.
Well, hate to use the term, I'm not an open book. You'll have to read me pretty closely.
Relatable.
Oh, really? For you as well?
I think she's flirty.
I think she is.
Very much. Very, very much.
Well, if you want me to get back to the library, I will.
No. Well, I was gonna go pick up some books, but you don't have to come if you're enjoying the day.
I think I am. You go ahead.
If Stanley comes out here, tell him I'll be right back. I'm just going to the library real quick.
Sure.
I'll leave.
Okay. You leave her there.
Wow, wasn't that great? I thought that was a lot of fun. If you want to hear more, you can always subscribe or follow to Etherreach and Homebrew Studios, available on YouTube and any of your favorite podcasting platforms. Thank you.